Hello friends, welcome to my channel The Right Direction. Now I am going to speak about the topic After 20 Years by O. Henry. That is the last unit. And before these units we know that before another two units we know that Jimmy and Bob are the best and true friends. That means their friendship one cannot separate, one cannot segregate, one cannot make any kind of a measurement. That means they are so much, both are made for each other. But in the last act or in the last part, what we know about Bob and Jim, that means now you know that Bob is coming from distance to meet his best friend Jimmy after 20 years. Though they had made the promise they will meet that particular place near the Babaji's restaurant where they can meet with each other and care and share their views, feelings, emotion, passions with each other. And here what is telling, the wind was growing more chilly, that means the atmosphere was so horrible because extreme cold and the drizzle was thickening. There is certain, maybe there is fog or maybe little bit of rain is falling. The few people we were out quicken their steps. That means all the people, some of the people are ready to quicken their steps. That means to leave that market, to leave that bazaar, to leave that urban area. Their coat collars torn up and hands pocketed. That means everything they were doing to protect themselves from severe winter, severe cold. And near the door of the hardware store, the man who had come from the 1,000 miles to fill an appointment with the friend of his youth near that hardware store. Because before that we know that there was a restaurant. The name of that restaurant is Babaji's restaurant, but now it is a hardware store where they had decided, they had promised to meet there, and Bob is coming to meet his best friend. And the friend smoked his cigar and waited. About 20 minutes he waited. He waited for how many minutes? He waited for 20 minutes, and then the tall man is with long overcoat with collar torn of his ears, coming someone to meet Jimmy, but hurried across from the opposite side of the street. That means leaving. That person is Jimmy. That means here he knows from the Interpol, maybe from any the detective agencies, is telling Bob is involving in such kind of heinous activities, that is publishing the fake currencies, or he is one kind of smuggler who can do such kind of works. So with collar torn off his ears, hurried across on the opposite side of the street, he went directly to the waiting man. Is that you, Bob? He went directly. He asked doubtfully. Is that you, Jimmy was asking? Cried the man near the door. Bless my heart, bless my heart, exclaimed the new arrival, grasping both the other hands with his own. It's Bob Sierra's fate. That means someone is coming, whether Jimmy or not, it is doubtful, but I was certain I find you here if you are still in existence. That means I was certain, I was sure that I will find you still if you are in existence. If you live, Jadi Jimmy bachitho, definitely he will come. Well. 20 years is a very long time, definitely very long time. The old restaurant is gone. That means now you know that Babaji's restaurant is no more, but in that place, there is what? There is a hardware store. Bob, I wish it had lasted so that we would have had another dinner here. They lasted that. How's the West treated you, old man? Asking. Nothing to complain of, it has given me everything. That means here Bob is confident, Bob is here that whatever he has earned, it is from the West. The West has given him more and more things, no requirement. Everything has been given by the West. That means he earned. everything from the west. And you have changed a lot, Jimmy. You look taller by 8 or 10 centimeters than when we met at last. Telling, that means you are so taller from the last when we met. You are 10 centimeters, just like it is impossible. Doing well in New York, Jimmy. Not so bad. Telling, not so bad. I work in a departmental store as assistant manager. Bob is giving, that is about his profession, that is he is working in a departmental store and the designation is an assistant manager. Good pay, other benefits, everything has been provided to him. Come on, Bob. We will go around to place, I know, and have a good long talk about old times. That means now here he is welcoming that we will talk, we will share and care, we will exchange our words with each other. The two men started off the street. The two men, who is the two men, whether Jimmy or someone else? Arm in arm, the man from the west somewhat popped up by his success. That means man from the west means Bob is feeling proud of his success, what he had done, was talking to the position and his important friends in Chicago and elsewhere, in taking everything. The other covered with his overcoat, was listening with a rapt attention. That means other person, not Jimmy, but remember that person is with rapt attention, with deep attention, listening what Bob was telling. They had not yet known a good look to each other's face. That means now they were not seeing the face of each other. They neared a medicine store lit brilliantly. That means when they were coming near a medicine store lit brilliantly with electric lights, there each of them turned simultaneously to gaze at each other. Suddenly they were face to face, front to front. That means from this way it creates a sense of surprise in the mind of Bob. The man from the west stopped suddenly and let go to other arms. Let go to the other arms, searching. You are not Jimmy Wells. Telling, you are not Jimmy Wells. He fluttered. 20 years is a long time. That means here is telling 20 years is so much time. 40 years both gala, but not long enough, but not such like enough to change a man's sharp nose to a flat one. What is sharp nose? Is it possible? It is not possible. It sometimes changes a good man into a bad one. That means how it is possible? Doubting, said the tall man. You have been under arrest for 10 minutes. Telling that old tall man is telling you have been under arrest for 10 minutes. Bob, or whatever your name is, telling the commissioner of police, Chicago, longs to have chat with you in connection with some bundles of $5 notes. That means now maybe suspect or maybe he is a convict. For this purpose he was arrested by the policeman. Bob was particularly arrested by doing for his activities in Chicago or anywhere else, not in Chicago but in that particular place or in that area. Everywhere he is doing such things. Longs have to chat with connection with some bundles of $5 notes which have come his way. Come quietly, please, and no tricks. That means you should not do any kind of tricks if you try to. Before we go to the station, here is a note. That means giving the note, some of the written documents. I was asked to give you. I was asked. Someone is telling, or maybe who was asked to give you. It's from Assistant Sub-Inspector Jimmy Wells. That letter is whom written by Jimmy Wells, his friend. The man from the west unfolded the little piece of paper handed to him. The man from the west unfolded the piece of paper handed on him. His hand was already with it. He had begun to read. He had 100 words steady, quick, he's ready, very strict. But it terrible, a little bit time he had finished. The note was rather short, very short. What was written? Bob, I was at the appointed place on time when you struck the match to light. your cigar I saw. That means I was appointed in that place, but when I saw it was the face of a man wanted Chicago. ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଦେଖିଲି ଯେ ଚିକାଗୋରେ ଏହି ଲୋକଟେ ଖୋଜୁଛନ୍ତି, somehow I could not do it myself because you are my friend. So I went around and got a plain clothes policeman to do the job and giving the suggestion to a plain cloth policeman. That means not in his usual dress, not in his casual dress, but in another dress, in civil dress, he will be arrested. So in this point of view, you know that Bob is always trying to cheating all the people, but Jimmy is truthful. Jimmy is a policeman, and here it was his duty to give a shock, give a blow, or give a break the activities of his friend, because you know a friend in need is a friend indeed. So Jimmy had done the perfect work to check his friend and to check another times of any kind of activities that relate to wrongness or relate to corruption, relate to exploitation. So these are the characteristics from explained by the writer O. Henry, how maybe about his experience he explained it in nutshell. So please share and subscribe and click the bell icon of my channel in the right direction so that I can upload more and more videos for the benefit, development and improvement of your career. Thank you.